Hello and welcome to the trials and tribulations that I'm having in Bloodborne. This is my first playthrough journal for snapcontroller.com, and we start off very much where we left off last time, fighting the witches of Hemwick. And second time round, did it. Easy peasy. You'll notice that the life isn't going down as I'm attacking this one, because both witches are actually present from the start. So whenever you see a witch, you try to attack her, and then you'll come round and you'll find that when you kill the first witch, the second witch may already be dead, like you can see there. Already done and dusted. Second witch didn't have enough life left to pose any real threat once I revealed where she was. So yeah, second time around, easy peasy. Probably the easiest boss enemy I've faced so far. Then I went back to that Hunchback of Notre Dam Tower. It wasn't Igor. Me and my wife worked that out. It was, in fact, Quasimodo was the word, name, person that I was trying to come up with. But Igor works just as well. I mean, there's nothing to do with it, and it's to do with Dracula and stuff, but still, perfectly fine. So anyway, yeah, I knew that there was another entrance or exit out of this area, so I was trying to drop down to a different platform to get to the secret doorway, and I failed and fell a long way to my death. But that did not deter me. I tried again to make sure that I could get to this abandoned workshop area. So dropping down to another platform, I failed and fell a long way to my death. But this would not deter me. I knew that the abandoned workshop was down there. All I had to do was try to fall onto the right platform, and I did. Except it was too far down, and I died. But there's the door, see? It is real. Look at the party that's going on in the bloodbath now. My little undersmurfs are going apeshit. I also bought this lovely big sword. Look at that. Look at that for a sword. Looks like something out of Dynasty Warriors. I also bought a new repeater pistol, which is unbelievable in its damage. I realised I could start doing some of these rituals as well on the Hunter's Dream graves. So I decided to give one of them a go. Created a little ritual with some ritual blood and a chalice, and it opened up a new randomly generated dungeon type thing. I think that's what it is anyway. So yeah, ventured in. Chamber of the Seal. Let's go and have a look. There was some random stuff, traps like this with big swinging axes coated in blood, and then some crazy skinless men guarding a room with some random people in it, like this guy with his double flame swords, and this little whore who was throwing poison shit at me for pretty much the entire time I was fighting in this room. But yeah, not great, not bad, but it's just, you know, it's a bit random. You don't seem to be actually achieving anything other than just dungeon crawling. I'm guessing it's sort of a thing you can do as a co-op with partners. But I met some new enemies, like this chunky bastard here. But I'm wondering whether or not these are people I'm going to meet in the game a little bit later. And I'm just sort of having a brief glimpse of what the future of the actual main game is going to be. So I don't think after this one I'm going to venture too much farther. Of course I did the first room area, which led to this undead giant with his giant claw. No idea how he wipes his bum with those things. I mean, look at him. He's going to rip his scrotum out if he tries to wipe his bum there. But yeah, after using 10 blood echo vial things, I managed to sort it out. This route, my route from the Hemwick Channel Lane lantern back to the chapel, has become commonplace. Taking on these dogs, taking on the hunters with their pain in the arse guns. It's become quite a regular trip because I still can't beat that goddamn vicar. Running through this area, fighting these beasts that are in the forest, dodging the hunters, getting to these goddamn frenzied mothers. Although they've become easier since I've got the repeater pistol, because all it takes is one little shot to knock them down, and then a little visceral attack. But anyway, I got bored of taking on the Vicar, so I decided to have a little search what was round the right hand side here, because I hadn't actually been down there yet. And lo and behold, there is a continuation, a new route. So I had a little peek over the edge to see what I could see, and what I did see was another hunter, and he seemed like a regular old Joe, so I had to venture down to attack him. But then I realised that he's got a little frazzle stick, so that became a source of pain and punishment. Not only that, a second one turned up, a second one that is so gun happy it was driving me mental. I managed to kill Frazzle Boy, but shooty bang bang just kept on firing his weapon, so I decided to do the only thing that I know how, and that's run as far as I could. Eventually I came back once I'd got some more blood vials, and tried to take him on, but he's, like I said, gun happy, constantly shooting me. I hid behind this well a number of times. Fortunately, I managed to get close enough to kill him at one point, and I was able to move on into the area where there were two more lanterns, where they want me to know that they are blessed with blood. That's all they said. Bless us with blood. There was a note on the ground that said bless us with blood. Anyway, at the bottom of this area, once you get through a couple more enemies, there's this tray and this massive door, and I don't know anything else about it. So I went back and gave Vicar Amelia one more try, and you know what I worked out? Fireworks. Fireworks are a bloody treat. Not just content with having Molotov cocktails, I had urns full of oil, I had scratch paper so that I could set my weapon on fire, and of course I had the trusty blowtorch, which works out a treat when she's healing. It stops her from healing, and it counteracts the amount she's gaining with the amount she's losing. Every time she healed, run in, set her on fire. Look at that life bar, doesn't really go up, keeps her at a nice even kill. And then if she does any of those roars, you can get in some nice hits as well. And I finished her off the best way how, with the flames. Toasty cook, the dog is dead. Hopefully you'll join me next time when I move on to a brand new area of secret super stuff that even I don't know what it holds. Until then.